Hey, super second grade editors. Welcome to day 4 of our narrative writing about an animal encounter. Today we are editing. Woohoo! Alright, so today our main focus is the conventions checklist over here. We do want to make sure that we have all of these elements in our writing as we edit, especially this one, because a lot of students sometimes forget that linking or those temporal words. But since those are things that we should have been working on all week, making sure we do them each day, then we really are focusing on our conventions. So correct punctuation, and we have specifics on different kinds of punctuation, and then capitalization, and then remember the beginning letter of every sentence, and then all proper nouns such as holidays, product names, people's names, geographic names, names of places, right? And then spelling, do your very, very best, and if you're not sure, circle it, and then go ask a dictionary or a parent or an older sibling or Alexa, and then you can go back and fix it. If all else fails, sound it out and do your very best. All right, friends, I want to get through my example of editing as quickly as possible so that you guys can get straight to your work and your editing. So I've got my handy dandy checklists right over here, and I'm going to be going through them as I go through my Foursquare. So very first on our list is restates the prompt. So I'm going to reread the prompt, tell a story about when you or someone you know had a memorable experience with an animal, what happened before, during, and after this experience. Then I'm going to read my topic sentence and see if it answers the question. A memorable experience I had with an animal was when I was in the dolphin show at SeaWorld. Excellent. I believe I can check that off. Ooh, that's quite thick. Next, supplies at least 3 detailed sentences to describe actions, thoughts, and feelings. So, these are the boxes of the 3 sentences, and I definitely went overboard with my story. I put, I think, exactly 3 sentences in each one, I think. First, we were waiting in the stands when a man from the show walked over and asked if my dad and I wanted to be in the show. We said yes, so he took us backstage where they had us get in wetsuits and boots. I lied. That one had 2 sentences. A little later, the show began, and they brought us out on stage. One of the trainers let me touch a dolphin. He then showed me how to make the dolphin sing and dance. Last, he told me that I could swim with the dolphin. He told me what to do and got me in a diving position. Just as I started to dive in, he caught me and told me that he was just kidding. I was pretty disappointed that I couldn't swim with the dolphin. Okay, and I did add extra sentences because I felt like my story needed more. I wanted to explain more what was going on. And while I was reading these extra detail sentences, I noticed that in my second detail sentence over here, I say that he showed me how to make the dolphin sing and dance, but that's just saying he showed me. It didn't say that I did it, but I definitely did. So I want to add something in there talking about how I then made the dolphin sing and dance, and that maybe is what I will put in there. Well, in fact, I think I'll just add a new sentence. I was going to put a carrot, but I think not. Perfect. Okay, so I've got my 3 details. Use linking or temporal words. I'm going to look at the front of each of my boxes and check to see that I do have that. So here I have first, a little later, and last. Excellent. I do not have any in my topic or conclusion sentence, which is fine, although having one in your conclusion sentence is often a good idea. Next, provide a conclusion sentence. That's down here. I am so glad that I got to work with that dolphin. I know that I will always remember being in the dolphin show. So it kind of restated the prompt, memorable experience, something that I will always remember, dolphin show. And dolphin show implies that my experience was with a dolphin, right? If you hadn't been paying attention to the rest of the story. All right, next is correct punctuation, and I'm going to default to the little extra ones, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to reread each sentence and make sure that it has a period at the end. And when I do that, again, I'm trying to hurry through so you guys can get to yours. Right here in my third detail box, I need a period right there. So I'm going to put a period and circle it just to make sure I remember it. Okay, check. Apostrophes for contractions and possessives. I did not use a single contraction or possessive in here that I can see. Check. Use commas in dates and lists, and also after your transition or temporal words, and sometimes after the phrases. So right up here on first, I'm going to put a little caret and a little comma to remind me that there should be a comma there. Capitalization, beginning of sentences. I really wanted to show you guys one without a capital, but the typing thing wouldn't let me. So they all do have a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence. Proper nouns, such as holidays, product names, and geographic names. Reading through, SeaWorld is the name of a place. So it needs to be capitalized. And spelling, again, the typing thing would not let me misspell anything as far as I am aware. So we are going to go ahead and check that one off. So that's me done editing, and this Foursquare is ready for me to transfer it over to a written or typed paragraph form tomorrow. Now, it's always a good idea to read out your Foursquare out loud, or even read it to someone and get some feedback on it to see if it sounds okay, or if not, to add extra details, kind of like I did over here in my second detail box. So after you have finished editing, I would recommend that you do that. Read it to someone, or if you can't read it to someone, read it out loud to yourself. Read it through slowly, make sure everything makes sense to you. I am super duper excited. I'm really excited to read all of your memorable experiences, be they happy, sad, scary, whatever they are. I'm super excited. So good luck and have fun. See you tomorrow.